t-shirt is out. That's good news. Wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom today on this wonderful day. Yet again, we're out here in the abundant farmlands. Nice to talk to you all this morning. And I want to remind you, if you're having a bad day, it will pass. It will pass. The storm will pass, okay? Every single time that I'm having a bad day, something doesn't go my way. I mess up, I make a mistake, or something outside of me happens that is affecting me. Every single time it passes, literally every single time. This too shall pass. It never lasts. So if you're going through a hard time in your life, a hard period, even if it's been going on for like 3 months, it will pass. Life is all about cycles. It's all about going up, going down, going up, going down. And it's a beautiful thing that life is dynamic, that life moves up and down, because if it was just the same all the time, it would be so boring. Guys, this is a fun adventure that we're on. So look at it that way. And that's the truth. That's how it is. So thank you all for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk about how we are outgrowing the system. Now, this system in the world, now I'm going to talk like an Aquarius in this video because I am an Aquarius. So just be prepared for that. This system that we created, this society, we as human beings are now realizing, at least a lot of us are, that we don't really fit in this system anymore. That this system that we built, this system that we created, whether consciously or unconsciously, is no longer serving us, okay? It is no longer serving us. And a lot of you that watch my content probably feel this way about society, about the world, that you no longer fit in with the mainstream. You no longer fit in with the crowd, okay? The crowd are lost. You no longer want to follow the crowd. You want to follow yourself. You want to follow your own heart. And I commend you for that, okay? That is commendable. And it's bravery. It takes courage to go away from the crowd. It takes immense courage to go left when everyone else is going right. It takes immense courage. So you're amazing. You are absolutely amazing and powerful and brave for doing you, for being yourself. And it takes courage to be yourself in this world. It takes immense courage. So pat yourself on the back if you're even at least taking one step in your own direction rather than only following the crowd, right? And maybe that is your direction. Maybe going with the crowd is the right direction for you. And if so, that's beautiful. No problem with that. But a lot of us are now realizing that we are outgrowing the system. And me, myself, am definitely outgrowing the system. So, for example, one major thing for my life and my experience, this might not be this way for you, but the school system, okay? The school system. My entire life, I have disliked the school system. I have not wanted to go to school. I have questioned, why am I actually doing this? Digging deeper, trying to figure out what is the actual reason that I'm here. And do I actually want to be here? Do I want to be sitting in this class? Taking notes and taking tests. Now, don't get me wrong, school is amazing for many reasons. One being, you can connect with friends, you can make friends. And that was a beautiful part of my whole school experience. Making friends and connecting with wonderful people my age. That is an amazing part of school. So I'm talking about the school system, but just know that it's not all bad. It's not all terrible. I'm just now outgrowing the system that we created. And some ways are like, I don't feel like I belong with the majority of the people in school. Now, yes, I made a lot of friends. I had my friends, my friend group, but I just don't feel like I belong in school. And that's exactly why when I went to university for like 3 or 4 months I ended up dropping out. I ended up getting out. And I just felt like I did not belong there. I had this inner sense, this inner knowing that this place is not right for me. This is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not right for me. And the thing was, all through senior year, I saw it coming. I saw college was coming, and I kind of knew that this wasn't going to work out. I already knew, right? I already knew that this wasn't going to work out for me. And it's all a sign that I am outgrowing the system. And if you're outgrowing the system, I just want to let you know that it is completely a natural process that is just nature. It's just happening on this planet in nature, okay? You know, we go through cycles, like I said in the beginning, we go through shifts, we go through ups, we go through downs. And all that you're seeing on the planet, all that you're seeing with regards to people exiting the system, people not fitting in with the system not working out anymore, all of this is just the flow of life. This is just the flow of energy in life that goes up and goes down. When you shoot an arrow, right, you have to pull back the arrow in order for it to go forward. So in order to go up, in order to live your best life and ascend and elevate, you must go down first. You must go down. You must go through the struggles, you must go through the hardships, and there must be chaos, there must be disorder before there can be order again, before it can go up. And then it goes down again, and then it goes up again. So all of this, all these people that are not fitting in with the system, a lot of people are saying no to the system, and we're not fitting in. And it's all just a sign of the times. It's all a sign that there are major shifts going on. There are major energetic shifts going on this planet and in this solar system, and that's why everything is all happening right at this time. Global pandemic, there's wildfires, prices are going up, inflation, everything is all happening right now around this time period, starting in 2020. And I believe this all started with the Great Conjunction in December of 2020, when Jupiter met Saturn. This is when all of this stuff began. So there is a reason to all of this, at least I believe. You might not believe it, but I believe that there is a reason for all of this that is happening on the planet. All this chaos, all of these crazy things happening, wars, pandemics, fires, all these things that are happening, it's all happening for a reason. And like I said, we must go down before we can shoot back up. So the purpose of this video is, if you feel like you are not fitting in with society, if you feel like you don't fit in anymore, like you want to exit the system, like you're outgrowing the system, if you feel this way, I want to remind you that I feel this way too, and it is completely natural, it is completely okay, and it will pass. It will pass, okay? Now, when it passes, what we can expect is an entirely new world to emerge. And it always has to get worse before it gets better. So be prepared for the worst. Always be prepared for the worst. Remember, you can't control what's outside of you. You can always control from within. So be prepared for the worst out there. Prepare for prices to keep going up. Prepare for food shortages. Prepare for all these things. I started my own garden. I just planted some plants yesterday, and I'm doing these things to, I know I can't completely support myself with just one garden, but if we learn these skills, gardening, working the land, if we learn these skills, like how to be self-sufficient, like in the future, these are going to be very valuable skills, I believe, because we can't always trust, the farmers out there, they're struggling. We can't always trust the supermarkets out there. One day, we might have to grow our own food. We don't think about this a lot, but our whole lives, our food has just been handed to us. We don't have to grow our own food, but in ancient times, they had to work hard every day to grow their own food, to work the land. And we now have the privilege that we don't have to do that, but watch out, because in the future, we might have to. So start developing these skills, these self-sustainable skills that can greatly benefit you if something ever might go wrong in the future, which it might. So lots of changes are happening, and in order to go up, we must go down. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. Prepare for lots of things to happen, not only in your own life, but outside of you as well. There are going to be many things that are happening outside of you. But just know that it's got to get worse before it gets better. Always. Notice in your own life, whenever you go through a very hard period, very tough times, you always shoot back up afterwards. You elevate. That's how we grow. It's like our life is like this, right? Curvy, but it's going up. It's going up. It's trending upward, right? It's trending upward. And that's the journey of life. That's this journey of evolution, ascension that we're on. So appreciate it. Be there for it. Understand that the hard times are necessary, but we must experience the hard times in our lives in order to improve, in order to elevate. And if there weren't hard times, there wouldn't be good times, right? That's why change is the only constant. Transformation is the truth. Transformation is the process that we're all going on. And it's really beautiful. It's really spectacular. And just tell yourself it's great to be here during this time. It is such a wonderful thing to be alive right now on this planet. So we're outgrowing the system. It's going to get hard. It's tough right now. We are changing. We are transforming. I want you to know that it will pass. It will get better. Many changes are happening, but it has to get worse before it gets better, and it will get better. Okay, it will get better. Just know that all of this will pass one day, and stay strong right now, and know that it's going to get better. When I go through hard times in life, I do my best to remind myself that this will just pass. This is just a temporary period, because nothing lasts forever. And it's hard to see that when you're in it, but you gotta see that. You gotta know that it will pass, it will get better, and change is the only constant. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I love all of you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all these things. I appreciate it, and make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.